What's up everybody, welcome to my very first YouTube video on how I got a netherite beacon. And for those of you who do not know who I am known as the Goobers on TikTok and Twitch where I play Minecraft. And in the past 2 months I have been working on this netherite beacon behind me, and let me tell you, getting this thing was a grind. And in this video I'll be explaining to you how I got the netherite beacon, which includes material gathering, different methods, time, and how much netherite it requires to make the full beacon. Alright, so first we're going to be talking about the 3 different methods to get netherite. One being pickaxe, the second one being TNT, and the third one being beds. To start off, I'm going to be talking about the pickaxe method. The pickaxe method is basically the easiest method in the game. All you really need to have is a pickaxe, and of course a diamond pickaxe to mine the netherite. And after 12 hours of using this method, I got 448 ancient debris, which averages around 37.33 ancient debris per hour. This is also a great method for people that are just starting to mine netherite. The only bad thing that I can really say about this method is that it just destroys your pickaxes like really quick if you just keep mining, because the diamond pickaxe just literally shreds right through all the netherrack. Overall, the pickaxe method is a pretty good method for people that are just beginning and they don't want too much netherite, they just want enough netherite for a set of tools and a set of armor. Personally, I'd rank this method number 2 out of 3 just because of how simple it was to use. Okay, next up is the bed method. Now, personally, I did not like using the bed method. I did not enjoy using it at all. Every time I'd hit the bed, obviously you get exploded, right? You place the blocks in front of you so you don't get killed, right? But you still get set on fire and you still have your armor just being completely destroyed by the explosions and the fire from the beds. And not to mention, it's like the most complicated method to use, only because you have to count like 8 blocks, dig straight to the left, dig straight to the right, place a bed, hit the bed, get hit with the fire. It's just so annoying. Also, after using this method for 12 hours, I only got 378 ancient debris. That's less than the pickaxe method. But if you forget about all that, the materials are really easy to get because all you really need is wool and wood, right? Except the fact that you need a diamond pickaxe to mine the ancient debris. So in that sense, then I would kind of just rather use a pickaxe than having to waste my time making beds and all that stuff. And not to forget that it doesn't even work as good as the pickaxe method. It's so bad that I'm not even going to make a time lapse on it because I'm just going to show you guys a 15-second clip of me doing it and how bad it is. Okay, let's start using the bed method here. Okay, let's place down a bed. I'm gonna blow it up. Oh, look at that! I'm on fire. Oh, Jesus! And I'm in the lava. No, 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 no! So in that video, you could see everything that I explained previously. The only thing I forgot to mention was the fact that you cannot stack beds, right? So you have to bring shulker boxes. And if beds are for more of starting players are not gonna have shulker boxes. It's just very inconvenient. One person actually told me to use a donkey. Bring the donkey in the nether and use him for storage. And I just thought to myself, I was like, that idea just sounds dumb as sh. The idea is actually not that bad. If you take in consideration, you just have to go back and forth from the overworld to the nether. Like if you want to put all the beds in a chest, I guess you could do that. I mean, it's not a bad idea, to be honest. But yeah, that sums it up for the bed method. That's how I feel. So we're gonna move on now. Alright everybody, now it is time for the number 1 statistically proven best method for mining netherite in Minecraft Bedrock Edition, which is the TNT method. It's so good. All you need is a 4-way creeper farm. By the way, I actually have a link in the description to a creeper farm made by Super Laggy, which is the one I have in my video, so if you guys want to check that out. He makes really good new mob farms, like for the new updates. It's really nice. He makes really good content. I'm going to go ahead and start with all the bad things about the TNT method. There's not that many. The worst thing is probably making the creeper farm, the big creeper farm. It just takes a while to make. That's all, because it's really big. And grinding for sand, it's not that bad. I actually like grinding for sand. That's one of my favorite parts about using the TNT method, is because I get to grind out for sand. Especially when you have efficiency 5 on your shovel, then that's just what tops it all off. Here's a actual 15-second clip of me mining sand. Yeah, I don't know why, but I just find that noise really satisfying. It's really cool. But anyways, back to the TNT method. The TNT method was the most efficient method, finding 92.3 ancient debris per hour over the span of 55 hours. In the 12-hour span, it was only 70 per hour. That also means it gave me 882 ancient debris in the course of that 12 hours. There's one more little rough spot I forgot to mention, which is AFKing the creeper farm. I mean, all you have to do is AFK it when you go to bed. So it's honestly not that bad, but if you want it like right now, then the TNT method is just probably not the best method for you. When it came to actually using the method, it was pretty easy. All I did was dig a 1500 block tunnel down one way, straight line, and once I get to the end, I start placing the TNT just all the way down. But for people that want to conserve their TNT, you could place the TNT every other block and it'll basically have the same effects. I just placed a whole bunch more because I had an overabundance with my 4-way creeper farm. And then when you were done placing all the TNT and you got back to the other side, what I did, someone actually recommended this to me on my TikTok live. I don't remember what his name was. I just saw the comment and it said use a flame bow. I was like, damn, this guy's a genius. So I started using a flame bow. I think I was like halfway through too when I finally started using a flame bow. But it was really nice because instead of bridging up to the top where the TNT is still hanging where I have to reignite it, I could just use my bow and it'd explode for another like 100, 200, 300 blocks and so on. And as the TNT explodes, it leaves a bigger crater than the beds because it's a chain reaction and I have a lot of TNT that's sticking around. So it explodes everywhere all the way down to bedrock, which makes all the ancient debris super easy to see. So I just go around mining all the ancient debris, keep shooting the TNT with my arrow. It's so easy. Then after that, on my way back, I just take my fireworks with my elytra. And actually, what's really cool, I did not know this, you could fly through the lava. You do like take a little bit of damage, like not really at all, but you can fly through the lava instead of flying around or walking around the lava. So you can just keep going straight through the tunnel and you'll be back in no time. I'd say that the TNT method is more useful for people that are actually more advanced in their world. If you're just starting out in your world, this method is probably not the best for you, obviously, because of all the TNT and all the sand and everything that you need. But it is really good for players that are more advanced in their world, who've beat the Ender Dragon, have their elytras, have good armor, all that good stuff. But with that, I'm going to give this method number 1 out of all of them because of how efficient it is. With 93 per hour over the course of 55 hours, that's damn good. That's really good. You're probably not going to need it if you're just getting like a regular amount of netherite, but for me, when I was trying to bulk mine netherite, this was perfect. Now that we're done talking about the methods, we're going to start talking about how long everything took me to do. So first off, mining for netherite took me 79 hours to fully complete. 79 hours. 79. Almost 80 hours, not quite, but it was 79 hours, which is a long time. And in that 79 hours, I did 12 hours of pickaxe mining, 12 hours of bed mining, and 55 hours of TNT mining, which is the most mining I did with any method. And when I was TNT mining, I tried to at least mine 3 to 4 hours a day on average, unless I was busy, of course. When it came to getting sand, it really was not that long. It took me around 31 hours, I think, in total to get all the sand that I needed. I didn't do it all at one time. I did it in different increments of time. So whenever I needed sand, I went out and I got a whole bunch of sand. Whenever I went mining for sand or digging for sand, I usually got around 5 to 6 double chests full of sand, and then I stopped and I just crafted the rest of that into TNT. Now for AFKing, this is going to sound like a really large number, right? Because it is. But overall, I'm just AFKing, and I usually AFK when I go to bed, so it doesn't affect my gameplay time. But the total amount of time I AFK'd at my creeper farm was around 130 hours. There was also a couple times where I forgot to turn on my trident killer, so I actually lost time, I guess you could say. But it would really suck because then I just go to bed, I got my creeper farm running, and then I wake up in the morning, I look at that, and I don't hear my trident killer running, and I'm like, shit. So if you add up all those hours, it finally comes out to 240 hours, which is not that bad to be honest, especially if 130 of them are coming from being AFK. Now the last thing I want to talk about on what I did so I could have my netherite beacon was I had to have a big gold farm. The gold farm that you're seeing right now was actually made by my friend, but it was designed by someone else. And the gold farm is so good that even if you have it on normal mode, the trident killer will not be able to keep up with all the zombie pigmen coming in. So what you have to do is have it on easy mode. And if you have it on hard mode, it's like really laggy. It just lags the whole world out. Unfortunately, I cannot give credit to the design because I do not know who made it. There's a lot of netherite to be made, so that means there's a lot of gold needed. And now the exact number of netherite that I needed was actually 5,904 ancient debris, which converts to 1,476 netherite ingots, which is a lot. And you also need 164 blocks of netherite in order to create the full beacon. Also, the approximate amount of TNT that I used to get all this netherite in 55 hours, it's just a little under 35,000. And that right there, everybody, is all the information on how I got my full netherite beacon in the matter of 2 months. It was a grind. Was it worth it? Yes, it was worth it. I now am one of the biggest flexers of all time with my full netherite beacon. So if you try to flex a Lamborghini on me, you best believe I'm pulling up my Minecraft world with my netherite beacon on it, because I ain't taking that. The only thing I will be taking is my crown and my throne for being the netherite king. And if you disagree with me, then that's okay. But anyways, if you guys made it to the end of the video, thank you all for watching. I really appreciate it. Let me know how I did down in the comments for my first YouTube video. And if you guys did enjoy the video, consider liking and subscribing. It'd be very much appreciated, for there will be more content like this coming in the near future. Thank you guys for watching.